If you're about to purchase a Manduka Pro yoga mat, I want you to watch this video first. I'm going to share with you as a yoga teacher the differences between the Manduka Pro yoga mat and the Manduka PROlite yoga mat. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. I make videos about yoga and fitness for those of us over the age of 40 who are working hard to build a strong, healthy, fit, athletic body that will carry us well into our 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. And if you're just about ready to make a purchase, you're about to spend a good chunk of change on a yoga mat, I wanted to share with you my opinions as a yoga teacher on the differences between the two yoga mats. So I do teach yoga. I teach hot yoga. I teach power yoga. I teach slow yoga. I teach yoga sculpt. I teach all the different kinds of yoga. So I'm going to give you a couple different things to consider before you make the purchase. I like both yoga mats, so let's just start with that. I like both yoga mats, but for two different reasons. The Manduka PROlite, I still have the label. I just bought this one a couple of weeks ago, and you're like, well, Heather, why do you have both yoga mats? Like, what's the purpose for having both yoga mats? The reason is that I teach yoga, and I like to be able to give my students some options based on what their yoga practice is, what one is going to be better for them. So, and then I also just like the color of this one. It's rose gold. I like the color. I also like green. Like, that's just what it is. I look at yoga mats. I like yoga mats. So that's why I have both. I do not think you need to get both, but I'm going to give you some of the features, some of the benefits of each one, and then you can make the decision on which one's going to be best for you. So I still have this was what was wrapped around the yoga mat when I bought it, the Manduka PROlite, and it is 71 inches long and 24 inches wide. I'll put up a picture here where I'll take the Manduka Pro yoga mat, place it underneath the PROlite, and you're going to see that the PROlite is shorter and it's narrower. So that's probably what makes it a little bit lighter weight. Now, I am 5'10", which is 70 inches. So it's just long enough to fit my body without my arms extended up overhead. It's fine, like in a yoga class for sure. If you're super tall, you might want to get the extended version. But I'm 5'10". This one is certainly long enough to fit me. So on the label here, it says that it's 3/16 of an inch thick, giving you a little bit of cushion and comfort. The Manduka Pro yoga mat I don't have the label from when I first bought it, but you can see, so it's the pink one here is 3/16 of an inch thick. You can see the difference here in the thickness of the yoga mat. So the Pro is not like super squishy or anything. It's just a little bit of a thicker mat. So if you're somebody who you're looking for something a little bit more cushiony, I'm going to suggest you get the Manduka Pro. Now, I am someone who I've had surgery on both knees. I get when knees feel uncomfortable doing yoga poses. There's a couple different things that you can do with bad knees with yoga. I've got videos on that, but a couple things that you can do is you can get a little bit of a thicker yoga mat, as long as it's not super squishy. You can also get these daisy pads here, and they come in a package of 2. Place them under one or both knees, and that's going to give you a little bit more cushion. So if you're like, I want to get a thicker yoga mat, don't want to spend the money just right now, I would suggest just getting something for your knees. But if you're like, I'm ready to make a purchase and you're considering your joints, your knees, get the Manduka Pro yoga mat. All right. And then the PROlite, what I do like about this one is that it is lighter weight. So if you're somebody who is going to a yoga studio and you're traveling around frequently, maybe you're getting on a bus or on an airplane, this is going to be just a little bit easier to carry around than the Pro. It's just a little bit lighter weight. You can see it's a little less like bulkier here. I would say this is not something that I would fold up and put into my suitcase, but it is something that you could certainly roll up and carry it with you wherever you're going. So if that's a consideration for you, the PROlite, they do make different travel size mats as well, out of the scope of this video, but that's a couple different options here. What I will say is this: I teach hot yoga. I practice hot yoga. I practice regular yoga in a regular temperature room as well. This room right here that I'm in right now, it's like 75 degrees in here with the air conditioner on. I am somebody who sweats quite a bit in the palms of my hands and the bottom of my feet. Okay. So if I take this laid out here, so what that means is even in non-heated yoga, I slip and slide around the yoga mat. So if I come into downward facing dog here, And my palms are slipping forward right now. I don't know if you can see it or not. My palms are slipping forward. I've got them pressed down as hard as I can down into the mat. And I used to get so frustrated with it because I'm doing yoga and I'm trying to do some of these poses, but I'm slipping and sliding all over the place. Okay. So if you're somebody too who, like, even in non-heated yoga, you feel like you're slipping and sliding all over the place, I slip and slide on the PROlite as well. So getting one versus the other isn't going to impact that, but you got a couple different things that you could do if you're a slip and slider, or you're going to use this in hot yoga and you know you're going to slip and slide. So you can get, I'm going to give you two options here. So you can get yoga mat towels. Totally not necessary. You could get a beach towel if you wanted. Now, here's a couple things to consider with yoga mat towels. So this yoga mat towel, these are Manduka towels. Now, this one's just a plain gray one. You can see it here. It's just plain gray. No design, nothing on it. Okay, that's just fine. But if you look at it on both sides, it's the same fabric. It's like this towel microfiber type fabric. And so what that does is then you put that on your mat while you're practicing yoga. Some people actually like to take a spray bottle before they get started. That kind of makes it a little stickier. And then you place it onto your mat like so. And then come to down dog. I'm not sliding around. Okay. I'm not very warmed up right now, but I am not sliding around. Okay. So that solves that problem. Now, that yoga mat is a little bit different, or the yoga towel is a little bit different from this yoga towel. This is also a Manduka towel. It's got a nice design because some people just like designs. This one's also got a dot on the top of it here. This is nice because when your yoga instructor is cueing you to focus your gaze or your drishti into one fixed spot, if you can't find one, that dot is right there for you. So if you put that at the top of your mat, so if I'm doing down dog and I place it up here, I've got a place to look at. It gives me something to look at. Also, if you're somebody, I'm 49, and sometimes focusing on things close to me. So if my head is down and trying to focus on something on the ground, my eyes go a little like, oh, I don't know what's going on here. You don't want to wear your reading glasses to focus on the ground, right? So the dot just gives you a little bit something to focus on. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But what I do like about this specific yoga towel, the design is nice. Having the dot is nice. But then on the back side of it, it's the same type of fabric. It's this terry cloth microfiber. But on the back of it are these little silicone, I think it's silicone beads. Okay. And so what that's going to do is prevent the towel then from sliding around on the yoga mat. Okay. So I could take this one off here. Now, what's the difference in price in some of these? Of course, each one of these things are going to be in a little different price bracket. You've got to decide what your budget is. And, what my viewpoint is that if you're going to do yoga and you're a slip and slider or you're going to do hot yoga, spend a little bit of money. You're going to do this regularly, spend a little bit of money. You're just going to have a better, enjoyable experience. You're not going to leave class frustrated because you're slipping and sliding all over the place. I'm a slip and slider. Did I say that already? Okay. So you place the mat on the towel on the mat, just like so. It's the same thing. You use it the same way. But now you can see I got that dot up at the top of the mat. So when I come up here and I'm doing things like a forward fold, or I'm doing other poses, where I've got to look down directly straight down, it just gives you something to look at. I don't know. Not necessary. None of this stuff is necessary. You don't need any of this to do yoga. But I'm just giving you my opinion as a yoga teacher. If you're trying to decide between the Pro and the PROlite, what I will suggest to you is that if you're somebody that needs a little bit of extra cushioning for joints, get the Pro. If you're somebody you're constantly moving back and forth and going to this studio, going to that studio, and you're all over the place, get the PROlite. And if you have knee issues, if you've got things that you want to support your knees, you can roll up your yoga mat under your pose. You can get the daisy cushions, or get the PROlite, carry it in. You know what? This channel is about yoga and weightlifting. So you know what? If you want to carry the heavier yoga mat into your yoga class, do it. We're strong people here. Okay. So you can get the yoga towels to help with the yoga mat if you're slipping and sliding. So 2 different kinds of towels. The other option is to consider a completely different kind of yoga mat. It's called the Lifeform yoga mat. This is one that I use. I've got a video that you can watch where I talk about the Lifeform yoga mat. This is one that I use all the time. I use it in my own daily practice when I go to hot yoga. I'm not teaching it, I'm taking the class. That is the yoga mat that I use. I've been using it for about a year and a half, little over a year and a half, quite regularly. It's still doing the job. But if you are somebody who's doing hot yoga, you don't want the towels, you don't want to carry all this stuff with you, and you're a slip and slider, go check out the Lifeform yoga mat. You can check that out I've got a link in the description for you there. You can check the video out. But the Manduka Pro yoga mats are a great yoga mat. You'll get your money's worth. They cost a little bit of money, but there's certainly something that's going to hold up for you. It's going to do the job for you. If you have any questions on the differences between the 2 yoga mats that I didn't cover in this video, just let me know in the comments. I'll come back. I can answer those questions. I'm here to help. I'll see you in the next video.